Alright, Altars by Kronos. Bring you a short game here. I ended up playing against like a reanimator type of deck. This is the Dune powered. Still playing around with it, having some fun with it, enjoying it. But I wanted to show you this game. It's against a buddy of mine, Maximum, who's on the left side playing that reanimator type deck, and I'm on the right. This is with a lot of the changes. The only thing I'm still playing around with is part of me wants to put a Shivan Dragon in there instead of like minus one of the 3 angels and put a dragon in, just in case for blood moons and stuff like that. But that 1 extra mana cost sometimes is hard to get to, so I'm trying to stay away from it. But I don't know, let me know what you think. Otherwise, let's go to the game and watch this quick game going on. We only had time to play 1, and then both of our houses pretty much woke up. I think this is around 5 a.m. So sometimes when I get to play him, it's a little early. But let's get down to it and have some fun. I think he won the... I think he won. Nope, I won. Alright, so I'm starting off with... looks like a library. For some reason with this version of the deck, I've been getting lucky with library. There's an Underground Sea. Beautiful signed one. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna draw and then draw for turn, or draw for turn, then draw with library. Yeah, English is good. Do a plains to a lion. And we got a factory for him and a pass. Alright, well that might be able to get in once with the lion, but that factory is going to shut the lion off. Unless I have an answer for something. Here's a draw with library. There's a bayou. And swing with the lion. Do I have anything else? Oh, looks like I'm playing... oh, Sylvan Library. Okay. That definitely works. Another Underground. So now he has Counter Magic open. Ooh, Power, Ancestor Recall. Alright, well that's going to fill up his hand. That's definitely good. Time Walk. Beautiful. Looks like he's going to discard a book. There's the Time Walk turn. Got an island. Oh, now we got 4. What do we got? Oh, we got the Abyss. Alright. Totally honest with you, I did not expect Abyss that early. But that's what happens when you play decks like robots, and I didn't see Sages, but this reminds me a lot of like a blue-black Sage kind of deck. But I think this is mainly Reanimator, but I didn't see All Hallows Eve either, so... or Bazaars. So I believe this is more of a Sage type deck, just a black spin on it. I actually enjoyed it. I did disenchant it, but I forgot right away to sack my lion. Because I had to do it in my upkeep. I kind of forgot about the rules there, so I had to look them up quick. Right now I'm playing around with the Sullivan Library thought. So I'm going to skip ahead to Sullivan Library and then go to the part where I drop the lion. Alright, so there's the Sullivan Library is finished. The lion has been sucked into the abyss. Oh, I put the Sullivan Library back. So right now, if you can kind of tell, I got my hand on the left and then my other hand on the right. I'm just kind of looking believe I had quite a calculation in my hand. I had a bunch of stuff going on. I was trying to figure out how to best way to get things done. Yeah, there we go. There's planes. You kind of see the difference between revised and unlimited right there. Unlimited has beautiful colors. That revised one is just when I was learning how to... Like, I want to test on a revised card, obviously, first. There's a pass. Let's see what we got. Looks like we're... Yeah, looks like we have 3 underground seas. Wondering what he's trying to play here. I wonder what's in his hand. Oh, looks like I'm trying to adjust the camera there slightly. Sorry, everybody. Okay, it looks like we're tapping... Okay, Demonic Tutor. Alright. I'm going to skip ahead of the search part for you guys so you don't have to sit here and watch all this extra shuffling and moving around. So if there's an opportunity in my videos where I know it takes a while, I will skip ahead for you. That way you're watching mostly just the game. You're not watching people shuffle around and do all the crazy stuff. I'd rather you enjoy watching the video of people actually playing instead of people shuffling. But if you got comments, let me know. If you have any ideas or things you see other people do that might help me out or stuff you enjoy, just let me know. I'm new to all this, so. Library is definitely a thing to pick, so that's going to put him on library. Let's see if I have any answers. I think I just wanted to check what was in my hand again one more time. There's the top 3. I think what I'm going to do is, I believe I have the dice properly where the white dice is there with 5 cards in hand. So I think what I'm going to do is try and stack it so this way I'm drawing 1 and then library draw the other. Alright. I'm going to take the extra life with the card. Not just for Library of Alexandria reasons. But if I remember right, I have all kinds of answers in my hand. Alright, looks like I'm going to draw with library now. Draw that extra card I stacked. I'm going to play another Bayou, a Mox. I'm going to play a Suchi. I'm going to make him answer that. I believe I also had Plow in my hand. I had all, like I said, I had a lot of answers in my hand, so. Oh, there goes the Library of Alexandria. Oh, and a copy on the Suchi. Alrighty. Well, that's definitely a way to answer things. Get rid of the library and copy in the Suchi. He's still in library range, so I gotta answer his library though. He's answered mine. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, looks like I looked at my hand. Now I'm looking at the library. Okay, so we're gonna put out a book. Now I'm gonna see if he wants to take 4 damage or if he wants to trade off. Alright, he's gonna trade off. So now I'm gonna use the mana from Suchi to draw. Problem I had with this deck was I was missing engines. So I definitely, the 2 books in there is making a huge difference. The chains were iffy. Obviously burn is very useful, but I have a lot of answers in here, so I wasn't really stressing it too much. The only thing I'm still on the fence about is, and I love Moxen, don't get me wrong, power is power and it's amazing. But knowing you're not going to have to suffer from blood moons and all this other stuff because you have birds of paradise. Yes, birds get bolted, but there's a juggernaut and a quick plow, so there goes that one. Now, he does gain a lot of life, but if you ever watched the way I play this deck, I'm trying to control every aspect of threats. I'll control your hand, your aspects of threats, get you down a little bit, draw the cards, and then I will just beat you to death because you need an awful lot of removal. I have 15 base creatures in here. Oh, there's a demonic tutor. Going right for the mind twist. I want to make sure he's well out of library range. I'm going to take those 2 right there. So I take a time twist. Oh, wow, yeah, book, time twister, and a trike. That'll definitely keep him off of things for a little bit. I don't know what the rest of his cards are, but I'm sure he's got something crazy going on in here. When I see decks that are black and blue and like this, there has to be animate deads and stuff in there. So he's going to take the opportunity to smack me in the face and punish me for mind twisting him. So he's going to attack for 4 and he's going to throw a animate dead out there. Now I knew by twisting his hand out that I was going to get hit hard. I already calculated all that and knew that. I am not the best player in the world, but I did know that. But I've been leaving cards on top of my Sullivan library on purpose. So this way I can draw and draw with the book and draw 2 of my answers. In case I got twisted, the answers were not in my hand. They were on top of my deck. I do keep some in my hand, but I try and keep them on top of my deck as well. So if I have a plow and I could really use that plow, I will leave it there. So I'm going to cycle through this picking and timing part for you again. Fast forward here. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to disenchant the animate. I do take 3. And out comes the Suchi, so now I am tapped out. So my book is offline, but I answered his main threat and put another threat down for him to answer. Now I know he's out of library, so I'm trying to run him out of answers. I've gotten rid of 2 books, shut off his library. Oh, okay. Well, there's another answer from his hand. I'm not sure how many cards he's got left. I know he doesn't have that many. There's the hit on the book. Does not want me drawing answers. I personally think that's a good choice. He does have 2 factories out, so he can kill my Suchi. I will take one of his factories, but he may have answers in his hand as well. I like playing him. He's a good player. It's a lot of fun. There's an attack. Alright, he's going to take it. This is where I'm going to change things up. I'm going to play an angel. And a Curt Ape. So I'm going to leave my answers for his problems in my hand and see if he's got answers for my creatures. There's another trike. That answers the ground, but it will not answer the air. Alright, let's see what we got. I already knew what I was doing in here, so I'm going to disenchant the trike. That was a disenchant I left on top of my library there, so I knew that was there the whole time. He's gonna... It looks like he's changing around. He's trying to decide between the ape and the life total. He's gonna... Let's see here. Alright, looks like he's gonna take the life. 2 on the... 2 and 1. Not mistaken, he pinged the Suchi for 1 and pinged me for 2. This way I could not attack. But I am going to attack with everything. Now if you pay attention, you saw I drew the disenchant off the top. That left me with a plow in my hand. So I'm going to plow, and then there's basically the scoop. He has nothing left in hand. He's going to be top decking. He's going to be taking 10 a turn. So, and I have multiple cards in my hand. So that was a game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any advice for anybody, like I said, if you have any advice for Maximum when he plays, put it in the comments here. I'll let him know if he doesn't see it. But I think he's a really, really nice guy. Really enjoy playing Magic with him. He constantly brews different decks and has a lot of fun with it. And it's good for testing. So you guys have a wonderful day.